Yo, what is up everybody, and welcome back to another NBA 2K15 my career game. Just rolling along 2K15. Like I said, I have some good fun with 2K15. Once the servers actually work, I'm liking the mode. So, you know, we hop in against the Celtics here. Our second career game, our second of 4 games on our current 10-day contract. And you see Denny Tice right away making an impact by causing a turnover, just by running through the screen, you know. You just got to play hard, run through the tape, whatever it takes, alright? You just got to fight for that 10-day contract and battling in the, just underneath there. I'm 5'11", alright? My player is, so it's hard to battle underneath the rim like that, but I'm trying. All right, I got a rebound out of that. I got my first career rebound out of that. You see I kick it out to James Harden, and Harden just help me up a little bit, man, a little bit, James, please. So, you know, James Harden here on the break. Let's see if he looks at me. Obviously, he's not gonna, but this other dude looks at me, and by the time he does that, I get crushed by the rim once again. Just underneath the rim there. Poor little Denny getting destroyed. But if James Harden would have looked at me earlier, I was pretty clean, you know, and then I could have made an extra pass or something. But here I find James Harden, and the dude draws an offensive foul on Harden. Kind of a weird call, but an unfortunate one. You see Dwight Howard take it to the cup. Dwight Howard is some cheese, man. Dwight Howard is one cheesy player, man. He's been a cheesy player in 2K, but this is the first time I've had him as a teammate, and I'm experiencing that right now. How the hell did he take it to the rim like that? I know when you got to give it to someone at the end of the shot clock to make a shot happen. I'll just give it to Dwight, man. I see this Covington do knock down the shot. That's all good. I like that. Near the end of the shot clock once again. Obviously, you know, me being new to the team, being new to 2K15, there's going to be a lot of situations where the shot clock is winding down and our offense is stumbling. Because as the point guard, I'm still trying to figure out what to do. As you see, I missed the rebound opportunity there because, one, I'm too short, and two, my rebounding skills are not that good. You see, I find Terrence Jones underneath the rim. That's the thing, though. At the end of the shot clock, I can find people open, man. I can find people open. Just whether they make their shots or not. And you think underneath the rim that dude would make it, but he didn't. You see Denny skying up for his second career rebound. We find Nick Johnson. I believe Nick Johnson have Arizona, the rookie there. So fellow rookie to rookie connection. I remember who he was the first video. I didn't really recognize him. I checked the depth chart. I'm like, hey, that's Nick Johnson. As you see Covington trying to take it strong to the rim, but misses there. And, you know, we're just trying to get some stats going here. We got some decent stats. No points, though. I said it before. I didn't expect to score too much. Or I'm not much of a shooter or scorer, especially early on when our ratings aren't good. And that's being proven right now. And you see we find, I believe, Nick Johnson again. So 2 of my 3 assists, 2 Johnson. And you see I'm trying to play some good defense, and I forced this dude backcourt. But yeah, offense is going to come, but you know, we're going to hit halftime here, and a really cool thing happens here. I'm actually going to get interviewed by Doris Burke, so check this one out.
Well, obviously a lot of ground for you guys to make up in that second half. Do you expect Coach to shake things up to try to jumpstart you here in the third?
I wouldn't be surprised if he did. We came out late and agged that first half, straight up. Right now, any change to wake us up will be welcome. But we know we can play a lot better than that.
Hang tough, young man. Kevin, this league is not easy on the young ones.
Okay, listen up. There's some things we can do to quiet this crowd down. Now let's go over that first half. We were able to throw off their offensive rhythm with good ball pressure and heads up deep. Let's keep picking their pockets and jumping in those passing lanes. And I also don't like how useless we've been from three-point range. That shot has to be there for us much more than it has been. Now let's get some transition buckets to start this half. I want the threat of the break there on every possession. And that's all I wanted to go over with you. Let's go play a good half of basketball.
So it's Boston scraping by with the win.
Looks like someone stole your puppy.
Yeah, man. Shoot, we had that in our back pocket and let it get away.
You want to hear a secret?
Yeah, sure.
Key to lasting in the league is never getting too high when you win and never getting too low when you lose.
So the loss don't mean anything?
Of course it means something. It means I need to learn from it and move on. Every loss is like an anchor on a rope. You let it go, or it's gonna drown you. Got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Alright, through all that cutscene mumbo jumbo, here we are in the Palace against the Pistons here. So I didn't get to play in the second half, kind of disappointing. Hopefully that doesn't mean bad things for us. When we don't play in the second half, I don't know what that says for our 10-day contract situation. So we're halfway done. We're at game 3 of 4. Still trying to make an impact. Still hoping, you know, teammate grade is worth something, because that's what we're trying to hold our hat on. And would you look at that? James Harden knocking down the 3-pointer. About time. James Harden with 7 points early on in this game, so he was cooking. Brandon Jennings, I did all I could to defend it. I even got a hand up, jumped in his grill, but he just knocked down the shot there. You see Josh Smith shacking the fool and then getting blocked there, starting up a break. I'm looking at Harden, and James Harden gonna do some weird little fallback and get it to go. He like put out the Dirk out there for no reason, and I don't know, he got to go, but I'll take it. So James Harden is dominating early on. We force a bad pass there. Covington just jumps into the passing lane and then just jumps to the rim there. Nice play there by this Covington dude. Trevor Ariza is injured. He's supposed to be the starting small forward for the Rockets, but Ariza is injured. One person who is not injured anymore is Patrick Beverley. I believe Patrick Beverley is back from injury, so that's another reason why we made this Rocket team, because Beverly was injured. They need a second string point guard. We block Augustine at the end of half and get the rebound there, but this is not the end of half, my bad, end of the first quarter. But, yeah, so now that Beverly is back, once again, I don't know what that says about our situation, because Isaiah Kane is still ahead of us on the depth chart, so, you know, hopefully we'll make it as, like, a 12th man or something like that. I mean, I wouldn't mind, you know, taking limited minutes to play on the Rockets, because, like I said, I'm trying to develop my passing skills more than my shooting skills right now, and I could definitely, you know, develop passing skills with the Rockets and their explosive offense with Jones, Howard, Harden, even guys coming off the bench like Nick Johnson or Troy Daniels. And I tried to find Nick Johnson there, but I just forced the pass. So far, I've been good with turnovers in my first 2 career games, but this game was a little bit sloppy. This game, I push limits, all right? Eventually, you got to push limits. That's the thing, man. Sometimes having 0 turnovers is one of the worst things as a point guard. That means you're not pushing the limit. You got to have at least 1 or 2. That means, you know, you're trying to squeeze it in there, and sometimes you'll get it and sometimes you won't. So, you know, eventually I'm going to have to push it, and this game was it, and this game was a mistake. A few mistakes there. See, I tried to kick it to Harden, try to get him a running start. That didn't work. But we played great defense rejecting Brandon. We didn't get the block there. We definitely forced Brandon Jennings to not make that shot there. And you see Covington blow the easy layup. It's frustrating, man. I give my teammates good looks, and it seems like more often than not they don't convert. But Nick Johnson is money. I don't know if this dude's ever missed a shot in his life. Every time I kick it out to him, he's always making shots. So whenever I see Nick Johnson, my eyes glow. Like right here, I throw it up court. Just a little bit too ambitious, though. I saw Nick in. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, so, you know, I'll learn from that. And that's like, what, our 3rd turnover here, so I'll fix it up, alright? It's whatever. And you see Dwight Howard. Look at this. This is what I'm talking about, though. Dwight Howard is just crazy with this stuff. I just got to find him the ball, and he's all good. And here, Dwight Howard attracts so much attention that I have my choice between Harden and Terry. Obviously, I'm choosing Harden, and Harden is on fire in this game right now as Dwight Howard skying up in the air. And that's really good, though, because, I mean, it's Dwight Howard, so that'll happen. I know it's going to happen for everybody, but to see people reject lob passes like that after the lob pass cheese in 2K14 is good to see. So we're going to go into halftime, and we're going to hear the coach and what he's got to say.
All right, listen closely, man. I've got a few things to touch on. We're going to turn this from a close game into our game. They look absolutely helpless out there to contain our low post offense. And the more that continues in the second half, the more beat up and dejected they're going to be. There was nice rhythm to our transition game. We got some important points on the break. I think we keep the tempo brisk in the second half. And let's get bodies to the offensive glass for the rest of the game. I mean, a lot of bodies. They won't hurt us on the break. Don't worry, just get to the boards. All right, guys, let's get out there and play a good second half.
All right, so we got 5 assists, 2 rebounds, and no points. I mean, eventually, I'm going to figure it. I'm really timid right now on offense. Eventually, I'll get my confidence and I'll find some open shots, and improving my player will help. Though right now, a good way to score is on the break after getting a steal. There goes Denny all the way to the rim. Just poking it. Well, I didn't really poke it. I just stood there and just bullied him, kind of way I bullied Marcus Smart at the end of that first half earlier. And then I was thankfully able to finish that layup. I was kind of sure I wasn't going to finish it, but I'll take it. As you see, you know, I'm just hustling out here. This dude, though, this Adrian dude, not really much, though. And look at this, though. My coach is like, good job. I'm like, all right, I'll take it. I've been trying as hard as I can to not give up points on defense, and for the most part, it's not my guy who scores. And if it is, then I'm, getting good shot defense like I did on Augustine and I did on Jennings earlier. So I could, hang my hat on that. Unfortunately, we lose this game. This game we could have easily won, but, kind of the bench hurt us there, so we kick it to Troy Daniels for one more shot. So that'll do it for this game. Hope you guys leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more 2K15 My Career games. And I will catch you guys next time where the final game of our 10-day contract closes up. And we'll see if we make the Rockets or if we're back on the streets. So I'll catch you guys then.